Man, Israel proceeding with the annexation of the Gaza Strip. So, if I recall correctly, there was a Security Council meeting going on in Israel talking about how they're planning on annexing the Gaza Strip. Well, I mean, I guess it was kind of inevitable. Very somber and kind of, I don't know, sad to say that, but I guess it was just kind of fucking inevitable. But yeah, what do we got here from Al Jazeera? Brother recently sent me a copy of an Israeli military order that was found by farmers on our land in nearby plots in the occupied West Bank. The document, accompanied by a map, states that the land is being seized for military purposes. Whoa, the inevitable conclusion and what Benjamin Netanyahu wanted to do the whole time is happening now. Whoa, say it ain't so. They wanted to fucking do a land grab the whole fucking time. Who would have thought? Because the point is not because of going after Hamas or whatever. Netanyahu doesn't give a shit. He wants to fucking occupy the land. That is the point. It's a colonial fucking project. It's so fucking stupid. It does not specify how long the land will be held and offers the landowners and users only 7 days from an upcoming field visit. I wonder why it doesn't specify how long the land will be held for. I can think of a couple of reasons, you know? Maybe because they just don't want to specify, because they want to stay in there permanently, because again, they want to bulldoze the land and fucking send in settlers again. That's the point. Coordinated between the Israelis and the Palestinian Authority liaison office to file an objection with the Israeli army's legal advisor. This field visit typically serves to demarcate the boundaries of the confiscated land. From our family's past experience, confiscation under the guise of security reasons often precedes the establishment of a colonial settlement. Whoa! The most obvious call of all calls was just made, and it was accurate. Oh my god, say it ain't so, dude. Crazy. This happened in 1973 when our family received a similar military order for land along the Jerusalem Hebron Road. Within a week, a military post was established. Months later, a civilian settlement, Elazar, was erected in the same location. Yeah, which is, by the way, illegal under international law. And the Israelis have been doing this ever since fucking 1967. Very cool. Even though the UN has constantly said, like, what you guys are doing is illegal. It is illegal. You should stop. They can't fucking do anything about it because of the United States. You love to see it. What's shocking this time is that this new order has barely made headlines despite the size of the land slated for confiscation. According to the military order, its amount of 5,758 dunums, whatever, or more than 5.7 square kilometers. The confiscation is not arbitrary. At the center of this particular area is the outpost of Boaz, which was illegally established on private Palestinian land in 2002. The residents, about 50 families, are not fringe extremists. They're middle-class professionals, including doctors, engineers, and accountants. This confiscation is one of many that have taken place in the past 21 months. Under the shadow of the genocidal war in Gaza, Israel has accelerated its annexation drive in the West Bank. The objective is to formally annex parts of what the Oslo Peace Accords designated as Area B, which is 21% of the West Bank, which I'm assuming is more than likely against the fucking goddamn Oslo Accords. Because again, does Israel? They're a big fucking fan of, well, constantly shirking any of their international laws and duties that they are supposedly purporting to be a part of, very often. The whole of Area C, which constitutes 60% of the West Bank, and includes the whole of the Jordan Valley and Jerusalem countryside, as well as other areas. More Palestinian farmland and pastures fall within this area, and do a large number of Israeli illegal settlements. My town, Al-Qadr, St. George, owns more than 22,000 dunums of land, of which there is 20,500 are classified as Area C, 500 as Area B, and less than 1,000 dunums as Area A. Israeli settlers play an active role in advancing this annexation plan. Who's the name of that one particular, like, complete psychopath fucking settler? She's like a girl, has appeared in like multiple fucking documentaries, and she's like just a complete fucking demon, just like wholeheartedly like genocidal fucking intent, and always has like the fucking headscarf on her. I think. I don't remember what her fucking name is, but she's a fucking psychopath. And she makes it very, very fucking clear that the point is the fucking genocide, is the fucking ethnic cleansing. No, not the OnlyFans one. No. She's a fucking settler from, like, the West Bank and helps organize, like, settlers and shit like that. Daniela Weiss. Thank you, Boy Meets Minnie. Yeah, she's fucking insane, dude. This is not limited to seizing strategic hilltops, but this also includes systematic violence against Palestinians. The settlers' attack on Palestinian property, torturing killings of Palestinians are all part of an organized campaign to uproot Palestinians from areas B and C to facilitate annexation. The strategy aligns with what Israeli policymakers refer to as voluntary transfer. Yeah, dude. They're being very voluntarily transferred. A euphemism for ethnically cleansing Palestinians from their homeland, which is all fucking illegal. So this is mostly talking about the fucking West Bank. You know, PA, normally administrators of Area A and occupied West Bank, will certainly not, since its establishment as part of the Oslo peace process, the PA has completely failed, obviously. International community is also unlikely to take decisive actions. For decades, Western governments, in particular, have offered rhetorical condemnations while simultaneously providing security and economic support to Israel. Yeah, they are all fucking complicit. Very, very, very cool. And the ongoing genocide in Gaza are unlikely objective. Israel formalizes its de facto annexation. By the way, this is fucking going on in the fucking West Bank. I believe, if I recall correctly, and this is mostly what I wanted to fucking look at, is there's an Israeli Security Council meeting about annexing Gaza, I believe. And there's like a fucking plan currently. Yeah, right here. Israel Security Cabinet approves plan for Israel to take over Gaza City. So, you know, we took a little bit of a look at these sort of plans here that Israel has in terms of the West Bank. Again, these settlements, which are illegal, and the attempted annexation of the land, which is also fucking illegal, has been going on for, at this point, since, well, the late 60s, ever since Israel got its official fucking 1967 borders from the UN. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said earlier Friday that Israel's Security Cabinet has approved a plan to take over Gaza City. Yup. Like I've said before, the point was the annexation the whole fucking time. Not only in the fucking West Bank, but specifically the Gaza fucking Strip. He wants to fucking put in settlers back who got kicked out during, I think, about the early 2000s, because there was fucking settlements that were going on in the fucking Gaza Strip. Palestinians being fucking evicted, and then they got fucking kicked out by the fucking Gazans. Ahead of a meeting of his security cabinet, Netanyahu had said that Israel intends to take military control of all of Gaza. Ooh, would have thought. Despite intensifying criticism at home and abroad over the devastating almost 2-year war in the Palestinian enclave. Isn't there fucking protests in Israel about this? Protests in Israel against Netanyahu. Wait. Oh, hey, look at that. This is in Israel. People are protesting this shit. Protesting the fact that the war has not been ended. Now, I'm not sure if they're protesting necessarily against the occupation of the fucking Gaza Strip. That I don't think that they're protesting against. They're more so protesting against the fact that it's been almost 2 fucking years that the goddamn but that the war has been going on. War has been going on, and there's still hostages there. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, stop attacking them, negotiate with them, and bring the fucking goddamn hostages home. We've had enough. I think there's even, like, a group of, like young people within fucking Israel who are refusing to fucking join the IDF. They're saying, like, no, we're not doing our mandatory service. We don't want to fucking contribute to the fucking bullshit that's going on here. Like, fuck that, dude. It's a tiny amount of people, but, you know, better than nothing.
We want to bring the hostages home, and we want to stop the suffering of the Gazan people. All we want is to end the war and peace.
You know, the 10% of, like, the, Israelis who I guess are, like, slightly more liberal and actually care about fucking humanitarian rights. You know, 07 to those guys.
We need support! Continuing the war, especially in the area where hostages are directly endangering them. We want it all to stop.
Yeah, I think, isn't there like another fucking flotilla trying to break the fucking blockade, also trying to bring in aid to the fucking Gaza Strip? Like, it really just tells you just, and it's rather emblematic, rather, of just how fucking bad the situation is, that there's like another, this is not the first time this has happened. I think this is like the second time that there's been a fucking protest movement to try to fucking stop the war. Wasn't successful, obviously, but hey, you know, give it the old college try, you know. Better late than never, you know. Another attempt, can't fucking complain about that, you know. Good on these people for at least, I don't know, protesting or something, you know. Better than fucking nothing. We intend to, Netanyahu said in an interview with Fox News when asked if Israel would take over the entire coastal territory. We don't want to keep it. Okay, dude. We want to have a security perimeter. We don't want to govern it. We don't want to be there as a governing body. Yeah, dude. I totally fucking believe you. Many hostages has the IDF. How many hostages has the IDF already killed already, Pepe Mods? Remember when the IDF killed 3 hostages? That's true. They've killed a bunch because they thought they were Palestinian. This is actually true there, Alex. Yeah, a bunch of them have been fucking killed by the IDF. That's another. I think that was like one of the main sort of like contributing factors for, I think, the protests initially within Israel, is the fact that it was reported and confirmed that a bunch of fucking hostages were fucking killed because of Benjamin Netanyahu. Oh, 1000%. Like, I don't know. Like, the only people who probably knew were just like Hamas. Like, it's really fucking stupid. He said that Israel wanted to hand over the territory to Arab forces that would govern it. Arab forces that would govern it? Like who? Like the Egyptians? The Jordanians? The Saudis? Like who? Like, what the fuck does this even mean? Like, you want another occupying force within Gaza that's not you? What? What is intended with this exactly? This is very fucking weird. He did not elaborate on governance arrangements on which Arab countries could get involved. I wonder why. International reaction began to pour in on Friday. Turkey's foreign minister saying it condemned Israel's plans. Turkey called for the international community and United Nations Security Council to act as plans in implementation. Yeah, it's more than likely people within the Abraham Accords, but who's going to fucking accept doing any of that shit? I don't think, and even like the signatories of the Abraham Accords are not going to fucking agree with that. Keir Starmer said Israel's decision to seize Gaza was wrong and urged it to reconsider. Thank you, Keir. Australia urged Israel to not do it. The White House did not immediately respond for a requested comment. Trump declined on Tuesday to say whether he supported or opposed a potential full military takeover of Gaza by Israel. Totally, bro. A proposal requires full cabinet approval. 2 Israeli government sources said any resolution by the Security Cabinet would need to be approved by the full cabinet, which does not meet until Sunday. So that's in like, what, 2 days-ish? That's like tomorrow, basically. Israeli officials described a previous meeting this week with the head of the military as tense, saying military chief Eyal Zamir had pushed back on expanding the campaign. Sure, man. Earlier this year, Israel and the United States had rejected an Egyptian proposal backed by Arab leaders that envisioned the creation of an administrative committee of independent professional Palestinian technocrats entrusted with the governance of Gaza after the war ends. The Israelis and the United States rejected an actual potential solution to the problem because in reality they don't actually give a fuck. Well, I mean, the United States is just racist and they are willing to go with like anything with what the Israelis want to fucking go with in terms of like bombing the shit out of the Palestinians. And Israel is never interested in fucking agreeing to any fucking ceasefire proposal whatsoever because the point is the fucking genocide. The point is to take over the fucking territory. And maybe Trump, like, I mean, for Trump, all he cares about is the fucking vanity. He just wants fucking statues erected in his fucking name. Because he, I don't know, wants to have, like, a fucking legacy after he finally, like, kicks the fucking bucket for being so old. In response to Netanyahu's comments about a full takeover of the Strip, Hamas said said the remarks constituted a coup amidst the Gaza ceasefire negotiations. Militant groups said in a statement Thursday that Netanyahu's plans to expand Israel's Gaza offensive shows his aim to sacrifice Israel's own hostages to serve his personal interests. Can't really disagree with what's being said here. Again, Benjamin Netanyahu also probably wants his own fucking legacy to sort of be enshrined, so what better way of doing that besides annexing the fucking Gaza Strip? Total control of the territory reversed a 2005 decision by Israel, by which it withdrew Israeli citizens and soldiers from Gaza while retaining control over its borders, airspace, and utilities. Right-wing parties blamed that withdrawal decision for the militant Palestinian group Hamas gaining power there in a 2006 election. Opinions polls show that most Israelis want the war to end in a deal that would see the release of the remaining hostages. Netanyahu's government has insisted on total victory over the Palestinian group Hamas. Bro, what total fucking victory? Dog, at this point, the city is in ruins. It's fucking Jover. There is no fucking city left. It's just rubble, dude. What total fucking victory? If you keep just bombing the fuck out of them, more and more people are just gonna want to fucking join Hamas. It's stupid. It's not gonna fucking work, man. Which ignited the war with its deadly attack on Israel. Blah, 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 blah. Taking people hostage, yada, yada, yada. There are 50 hostages still being held in Gaza, of whom Israeli officers believe that 20 are alive. Most of those freed so far are a result of diplomatic negotiations. Whoa, crazy! That's been the main thing that's been working so far. The thing that Netanyahu's the least interested in. Fucking stupid. Talks toward a ceasefire that could have seen some hostages released collapsed in July. Because again, Netanyahu just wants to fucking kill people. He is not interested in freeing the fucking hostages. He doesn't give a fuck about it. And it's really funny because at this point, there's a bunch of fucking former Israeli officials coming out against, a lot of the bullshit that fucking Benjamin Netanyahu is pulling. It's fucking crazy, dude. The Hostages Families Forum, which represents captives held in Gaza, urged Samir to oppose expanding the war and called on the government to accept a deal that would bring the war to an end and free the remaining hostages. The mother of hostages, Matav Zengauker? Whatever. On Thursday, urged people to take to the streets to voice their opposition to expanding the campaign. Someone who talks about a comprehensive deal doesn't go and conquer the strip and put hostages and soldiers in danger. Yanev Zengauker wrote on social media platform X in comments directed to Netanyahu. Netanyahu is under intense international pressure to reach a ceasefire agreement, but he also faces internal pressure from within his coalition to continue the war. Some far-right allies in his government have pushed for a full occupation of Gaza for Israel to reestablish settlements there 2 decades after it withdrew. Well, again, this is the actual fucking objective. So, great, cool, fantastic. I guess, whoa, the inevitable fucking sort of thing is about to fucking happen, where the Security Cabinet is approving a plan for Israel to fucking annex the goddamn fucking territory. It's not fucking ridiculous and hyperbolic to say that this was the intention the whole fucking time. And guess what? Whoa, the Israelis are... I don't know if they're going to be successful with it. Who the fuck knows, to be honest? We all know that this was literally the point. This was the whole fucking goddamn shebang, shabong, the wholehearted intention of the Israelis since day fucking one. Genocide and ethnically cleanse the fucking Gaza Strip, kill all of them, get rid of them, or whatever, move them out of the fucking enclave so then they can fucking bulldoze it and take it over for themselves in order to secure more of the territory for, well, the state of fucking Israel. That was the entire fucking point. The point is the fucking goddamn colonialism, because again, Israel is a settler colonial fucking project. Don't think there's really much else to say besides that.